In a cold Canadian spring, as the world drifted carelessly toward the summer of 2023, a shadow slipped through Toronto's Pearson International Airport. What would it take to orchestrate the largest gold heist in the country's recent history? Not a gang of masked robbers, but a precise, surgical, and above all, silent operation. As silent as the gleaming Swiss gold that was about to vanish without a trace. Turning an airport warehouse into the stage of a modern legend, the central question echoes: how could a criminal network deceive entire industries, bypass protocols, and disappear with 6,600 gold bars right under the nose of international security? Was it the power of money, criminal cunning, or the invisible, deadly crack in corporate trust? To understand it, we travel to April 17, 2023. Deep inside Pearson, crates from Switzerland were landing like any other high-value shipment. A Swiss bank and a precious metals refinery entrusted their fortune to the logistical muscle of Brinks and the systems of Air Canada. They were moving 800 pounds of pure gold and 2.5 million in foreign currency. Discretion and protocol were the law, but laws are made of humans, and humans sometimes fail. The gold rested for only a few hours in Air Canada's warehouse. At 6:30 in the evening, routine derailed. An unknown driver showed up with an official document. No one panicked. The paperwork looked legitimate. Employees, distracted between shifts and forms, assisted without suspicion. A forklift whistled across the polished floor. Gold and cash left the warehouse, and the truck vanished through a bureaucratic MacGuffin. Hours later, a Brinks worker arrived confidently. He looked for his cargo in the designated spot. He found only emptiness, silence, and the beginning of panic. The logistical heart started to sweat. A frantic investigation began. A paperwork error? A cargo mix-up? No, the truth hurt. A falsified airway bill had been used, cloned from an old shipment of seafood. Yes, seafood. This was no simple clerical mishap. It was the mark of an enemy inside the fortress. Detective Mavity made it clear. They needed people inside Air Canada to facilitate this theft. The investigation unearthed a landscape of faces and names. Parmpal Sidhu, Air Canada employee, arrested. Simranpreet Panesar, former employee, elusive and on the run. During King McLean, the alleged truck driver, captured in Pennsylvania after a highway chase and a film noir discovery.
Copy, suspect vehicle secured.
65 guns in his car. The gold, meanwhile, melted into the underworld. Illegal workshops turned it into jewelry, anonymous ingots. 6 gold bracelets and custom molds were seized, but the bulk of the loot seemed to vanish forever, feeding illegal markets across half the world. Accusations flew across the Atlantic. Brinks sued Air Canada for negligence. The cross statements deepened the tension. Some say it was a bold heist. Others call it a fatal symptom of misplaced trust. Police in Canada and the United States engaged in a forced collaboration, while fugitives crossed borders. The gold's trail froze, and the public demanded answers. Among the most surreal details, the use of a seafood airway bill to steal millions in gold, and the ease with which a forklift, the most common, almost innocent tool, sealed the crime of the century. The case revealed a web of arms trafficking and money laundering. We are no longer talking about a gold robbery. This is an artery of modern crime, where gold fuels wars and greed drags ordinary employees into the abyss. Only 430,000 Canadian dollars and 6 gold bracelets have been recovered. The rest remains missing, a vestige of an operation so audacious it challenges faith in international security. The lingering question is brutal. How much gold is missing from global ledgers without anyone knowing? And how many dreams of wealth evaporate in the melting pot of each smuggled ingot? In the end, the moral is twofold. No system is infallible when trust becomes a weapon. And gold, like human ambition, always finds a mysterious way to disappear. At Pearson Airport, time keeps moving, but the shimmer of 6,600 bars and their legend persists in the shadows of history. You don't need to rob a bank to challenge the system. Sometimes, all it takes is a document, a forklift, and the perfect crack in routine. Ready to look twice next time a shipment goes missing? Or is it just another load of seafood?